Hi, friends. Okay, so right now there's only one person on here, so I'm going to be recording this and posting it into our group after we get finished. I have asked Jamie here to talk about Facebook parties because she's like a Facebook party queen. I remember whenever she signed up, I was like, yeah, that's one that Caitlin needs to watch. And she like promoted to director in less than a year and has grown her team to like 60 people. And she's somebody that I really look up to as far as, marketing and Facebook goes. So I'm going to turn it over to her. And if you have any questions, just keep those. You can put them in the chat, but we're not going to do questions until toward the end. So,
Okay. All right. Okay. First off, I do ramble a little bit, so I apologize for that in advance. But I am Jami Thornsbury. I'm a director of Jami's Wax Elites. Like she said, I literally on October 30th have been with Scentsy for 1 year. I hit director at 6 months in, actually a little less than 6 months, but I was pretty proud of that for sure. But honestly, I usually am one of in the top bunch to get high PRV and Berry is Best every month. And a lot of that has to do with Facebook parties. Some people are kind of nervous jumping into Facebook parties. Sometimes, especially on my team, I have them that teammates that they'll do a Facebook party and it won't go so well. So it kind of turns them off to the fact. Don't give up, guys, because I promise you, for every, not every party is going to be this huge blow up success. I promise. Okay. Even me who do them all the time. Now, like I will say probably 80% of my parties are very successful, but there are those some that you're like hoping even make it to rewards. Okay. And guys, I've had some where people haven't even ordered a single thing. So I promise, do not give up. Okay. If you do them, just stick with them, improve, do your research, find out what works for you and your party. And the first thing I'm going to say is whenever I first started doing Facebook parties or even like home parties, I literally researched so much on YouTube. Like there's so much info out there, guys. And there's so many ways of doing Facebook parties. But I'm going to tell you how I kind of break down mine. And they're super successful for me. So first thing is I do hostess coaching, which if you have not heard of this, you need to definitely YouTube that, because hostess coaching is the make or break of your parties for sure. So what hostess coaching is talk to your host beforehand. There's an excellent video by Superstar director Andy, and I can't think of her last name, but her video literally, I can post it in y'all's group, but her video literally changed my whole perspective on hostess coaching. Yes, Andy Teeter, that's what it is. She's amazing. So the first thing is I tell my hosts, yes, you start getting your rewards after 200, but that is not our goal. $200 is not our goal. Okay. Our goal is 500. Okay. And that's because they get free shipping on their rewards. They also start getting their max rewards at that point, which means they get at least $75 in free and then 3 half off items. And it just keeps going up from there. So you never want to minimize your goal for your host, period. Okay. So you always want to say, hey, our goal is 500. If they come up a little bit short and don't make 500, they're still getting awesome rewards. If they get 350, 400, you know what I'm saying? So always shoot for that 500 every single time. Okay. Secondly, so I talk to my hosts. I tell them they have to be super active, reaching out to their people. They need to be in the group, commenting on everything, just talking to their people behind the scenes, okay? Because we can post all we want in a group, and it's not going to make anybody buy anything from us if our host isn't telling them, hey, I'm doing this party for me. And you see what I mean? Like, it needs to be about your host, not about us. Okay. So that's the first thing. Hostess coaching is number one priority to a successful party. Number two, and what I do is I break down a topic. Sorry, it's hot in this room, guys, so my face is getting red. I apologize. But I break down a topic each day. Okay. So the first day I kind of just do like a roll call thing on how you know your hosts, and break down like the bundle and saves, because that's like the best thing to tell everybody when they're ordering, the bundle and saves. I always show like the warmer of the month on the first day, just kind of getting people just kind of introduced to Scentsy and what it is. Nothing crazy on the first day. I'm just kind of, it's like a warm-up day that everybody gets invited stuff, and that's how you start getting it rolling. The second day, I just do warmers, and very important. And I just talked to another director the other day. She actually had me look at her party that she just did and was asking a critique on it. And she was using a lot of Facebook flyers, or like sales flyers and info flyers and stuff like that. Don't use flyers, guys. I literally don't use any flyers at all in my parties. Okay. I'll use all live photos. And I found these on Pinterest. Like, I don't even have to have the products in front of me. Like, I literally, I do them from Pinterest or Google Images. You can literally type in what warmer or what Scentsy product you want. And I'm telling you, somebody out there has taken a picture of it. Okay. So you can literally find a picture of everything. So I do live photos, how people have them set up in homes, and like really nice pictures, because that's what people's wanting to see. People are wanting to see what it looks like in someone's home. They're not wanting to see what it looks like on a flyer with a pretty background. Okay. That's not what they're wanting to see. So, and I do this for every product. I don't do this for just warmers. I do it for everything down to the cleaning products, the laundry products, the pet products. Like, I use live photos for every product in my parties. I do not use flyers whatsoever. And that was one thing I did critique on that person's party, was she was just trying to use way too much info, all condensed in these flyers, and that nobody wants to read that stuff, guys. Like, I don't know if anybody else has been invited to other direct sales companies that their parties, like, and they literally just have flyers with like tiny little words on it that everybody's just going to skip over it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not grabbing anybody's attention with that. So you want those live photos to grab people's attention and be like, oh, that's pretty. And then they look further into it. On the posts about stuff, I keep it super simple. I do not overcomplicate anything. I usually do like a cute little, like maybe a bulletin points with like a little heart or emoji, and then like, you know, just a couple facts about something, like talking about warmers, about how they're safe and, you know, this and that. So don't overcomplicate things, guys. Take all the extra, go, please. Take all the extra crap that you want to tell people and just throw it out the window, because I'm telling you, if they have a question, they are going to ask you. Okay. So that's one thing. Don't overfeed information, guys. Like, let them ask you, and then you can tell them what they want to know about it. I'd also recommend that for recruiting as well. Okay. Don't get excited and want to tell them everything about everything, because you are going to scare them off. So use that info right there in like your whole business. Okay. So I do a topic every day. I keep it super organized that way. That way everybody knows what we're talking about every day. I don't deviate from it. It just gets too chaotic, you know, like if I'm talking about warmers one day, I'm not going to bring up anything else. If I'm talking about diffusers one day, I'm not posting about anything else that day. So I don't know, you kind of want to keep it as organized as possible. Okay. Because that helps you and the people you're working with, because in these parties, say they are not into the kid stuff or not into something like the diffusers or something, and they know that you're going to be talking about that day, they don't have to tune into the party. You see what I mean? Like, but if they're super interested in warmers and they know you're going to talk about it that day, they're going to be on that party all day long. You see what I'm saying? So keep it super organized, guys. I do prizes. I don't go crazy on prizes. I do like a tester's guessing game where I have testers in a bowl. And I do a participation prize for like the people that comment the most and ask questions and that kind of stuff. I do a prize for that. And I'm talking like cent circles, guys. Like, I'm not talking like nothing crazy. So you don't have to like kill yourself on prizes. Please don't do that. And then what I do is I call it a prize bucket at the end, but and then at the end, like, and I don't tell them this, but for how many orders that come in, I roughly put in samples or like a wax bar, scent circle, something like that, just with samples, and then draw a name at the end of the party, and somebody gets that, because that extends my business as well. So and then they get samples and stuff that they may not have tried, and they'll have them to try and come back to you. So that's something I do in every party as well. What I am going to say is I have started using, and I don't know how, I know I'm not going to say this right, Vizly. I have started using that, guys. I highly recommend checking that app out. It is amazing. Okay. Because I was starting to seriously get burned out on parties, and that is like the bread and butter to my business. Okay. So that's something that it came at the perfect time in my life because I was literally dreading posting. Like, it was killing me. But Vizly, literally, you just set up your template, you be as authentic as possible. Guys, there's people out there that are they are sharing their templates. I mean, if you want to go the easy route, that's one thing. Personally, I think being completely authentic to you and the way you sounds so much better for your own business than using somebody else's words. Okay. And ideas. That's what I do personally. So I made my entire template and all it is every day you post, you make a post on what you want to post every day for like the entire week. And then you literally like it has instructions, but you literally go in, add your Facebook app to it, and you hit a little switch and it literally posts for you the rest of the week. So super easy, guys. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I literally had a rough start to this month. And I'm not meaning business wise, I mean like mental health wise. I was like super low there for like a couple weeks. And that app has completely saved my business for the last couple weeks, guys, because I was able to, because I was to the point where I wasn't even wanting to like open up Facebook, and I'm just being completely transparent with you guys. I wasn't wanting to check messages. I wasn't wanting to do anything. It was taking all I had to do that stuff. So, I did go in because I made commitments to these people to start their parties. I did go in, I set their party up, and I flipped that little switch on Visly, and it literally, both of my parties I ran in the first, like 1 week, one just hit 500 today and is ending today. And the other one is right over 350. I think they're at like 370. So that app right there is a lifesaver, guys. It really is. Like it is, it takes so much of your time that you're spending on stuff completely away, so that you can focus on other things in your business. Okay. So I do highly recommend that. But I know I talk fast, guys, and I'm so sorry. I talk fast and I kind of ramble a little bit. So I hope that you guys were able to keep up with me. I think that's about all I have. Like I said, just be authentic to you always in your business. Keep it simple. And guys, I'm literally quoting the core values. Okay. Be authentic, keep it simple, because I'm telling you, the more simple you are, in your posts and social media at all, is going to be a lot more beneficial, than, anything. Because you're just going to overcomplicate it, and it's going to be like people are too overwhelmed to even want to deal with it. Okay. And hostess coaching, I will say it a million times, and I will share that video in y'all's group, because hostess coaching is the make or break for sure. So, all right, if anybody has any questions, we can do that. I think I'm out of breath now because I've talked so fast.
Lisa said, is that app easier and better than just scheduling posts?
Absolutely. It is so much better, because that's what I was doing. I was scheduling posts, and this literally, you make one template and you can use it for all of your parties, and then just add to it as you go. Like, so if we have, like I changed the warmer of the month on it on Visly every month. So I changed that post. Once like the harvest and holiday collection stuff goes away, I'll take that out and add whatever new is coming out. Like I'll have to do a revamp obviously for springtime, but honestly, like you set up your, like, because you want to basically set up your backbone to your party on that. You can always add like random posts, like stuff that limited time offer stuff. I may not add those to Visly, but I will just throw them in, just post them randomly in the party. That's the only thing. Like if something new's coming out during the party, I will let that, like we'll post that in the party. But other than that, I mean, I have just a clear backbone of how I run it, the posts that I want to do. And then, like I said, you can take out or add on as you go, but just keep that same template. And it's so easy. And you can literally set up, what I do is have it set up like times a day that I want stuff to post. My warmers day is obviously the most posts. I think I have like one post that hits every hour for like a few consecutive hours. You see what I mean? And you can literally set up the time of day you want it to post to. So it's super, super easy and helpful.
That was one question I had for you. How many posts do you normally have per day?
Let's see. The warmers, that's my biggest day, because there's just so many. Like, I mean, there's literally, and there's so many cool ones that you want to like show like something for everybody. You know what I mean? Because stuff that I've had to learn this the hard way. Stuff that I love doesn't mean that everybody else is going to love that. So I kind of share a variety of everything. But so that day I probably have close to 10 posts like throughout the day, from like noon to 8 o'clock at night or something, you know what I mean? And then the other days, like I'm talking maybe like 4, you know, just something like that. Like, I don't go crazy on the other days. It's mainly just the warmers that I really go over. I do warmers, diffusers, fan diffusers, and then I do like a day of the cleaning products, and that includes like laundry. I do the cleaning products one day. I really need to add kids stuff in there, but I need to add it, but that's not something that is big in my market of people. So that's something that I need to add it back in though. But you could do kids stuff one day. And then one day I do like all the unplugged stuff, like the flowers and room sprays, car bars, all that stuff in one day. So, I mean, I literally break it down like that.
Awesome.
What'd she say?
Do you play games? Like, how many scent circles make up the picture and so on?
Yeah, I mean, you can, for sure. I just do my tester's guess. And then I really don't go crazy on games, guys. Like, I don't know. But that could be like your tester's guess thing if you wanted to do a prize for that, you know? Or some people, I have done like the this or that thing, where you have like, and you can find these all over Pinterest and stuff, guys, like where it has like 2 different warmers or 2 different scents. And they have to say this or that just to get people engaged. So I've done that stuff, but I keep it super simple. I do a post where, and I just consider these as like participation towards a participation prize. I don't do a separate prize for everything in there. I do one that says I need Scentsy because, and they have to do their little middle button thing. I do a thing where they have to say, for fall time right now, are you on team apple or team pumpkin? I do ask them to post this, actually, and I should have mentioned this already. This right here has booked me a bunch of parties, and also gets people really looking at the website. Is I literally make a simple post about 4 participation points, and I don't have like a point system. It's just I'll go back when I do my participation prize and see who comments and likes the most on posts and stuff. But I literally do a post where it's like, go to the website and screenshot me your favorite warmer. And I'm telling you what, and even the people that are like, oh, I love this one, I just can't get it right now, that's when you get on them for hosting a party to get it half off or free. Okay, so that's like opening the door wide open to getting a new party going. So that's a big post that I do. Also, I think I have one that's like towards the end of the party, and it's kind of the same type of deal. Is like something on your wish list, like towards the end where they've seen most of the stuff, like name something on your wish list. And if they post, especially if some people go through and post like 3 or 4 things, and I'm like, you need to have a party, and that's how you get your next parties going, guys. So those interactive posts like that, for sure, throw them in there. They don't have to be prizes for those things, just throw them in there to keep people engaged.
I like those posts too, because if they are in a position where they're not financially able to contribute to the party, they can always book a party and then their host gets a half off of their party. So they're still helping their host, but maybe they just don't have to spend money to do it.
Yep.
My last question that I had is, because I know that you have had tons and tons and tons of team members join from Facebook parties. Is there anything that you, like, your best advice that you can give to someone in order to get that relationship going?
I literally, like, every host, especially that's super engaged during a party, I'm literally, if I know that they're super engaged from day one and they're working for them rewards, I'm in their ear. Like, and I'm not being pushy about it. I'm just saying, like, oh my gosh, you are killing this. You know what I mean? Like, you could totally be making money off of this party plus your rewards. And you see what I mean? Like, so you gotta, and it's, shoot, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'll mention it like every other time I talk to him. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the party, I'll even talk to him, like, whenever we're on the work rewards, I'll be like, just joking, but I'm serious. I'm like, girl, you sure you don't want to add no host kit to these rewards? And you know what I mean? So don't be pushy about it. Make it fun, lighthearted, but let them know that, hey, you could be a rock star at this. You just killed a party. It's over $500 in 1 week. You know what I mean? Like, if you tell somebody, listen, did you really have to do much either? Like, you saw what I did. All I did was share products with people, and you brought in all the orders. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it's that easy. And even if they say no, I've had people, I have a girl right now, and I am literally begging her every time she posts something, like commenting on something. I joke with her at this point, and I'm like, well, you could have that for an even better deal if you just join. Because she's had 2 parties with me. They've been, I think the first one was like $700 in 1 week. The other one was like $800. Like, so it was even more. And she's been burnt by, she was a consultant, and that burnt her. And I'm trying, guys. I am trying, but because she would be phenomenal at it. So you just got to keep those people on your list, especially if they've been an awesome host. Go back in the next season to them. Like, the people that are your fantastic hosts that you have, whenever there's a new catalog comes out, those are the people that you want to go back to and be like, hey, check out all the new stuff. Let's get you some more free stuff going, because they already know how to work it. They know how to do it. And those are the people that you keep having hosts for you and you keep talking to about joining, because eventually they're going to be like, you're right. And go ahead and join. So you just got to stay consistent with it. Everything that you do in this business, you have to stay consistent. For sure.
And persistence.
Yes.
My 2 favorite words. All right. Does anybody else have any other questions for Jami? Thank you so much for setting aside time and coming to talk to us about this.
You're welcome. I'm, like I said, I know I talk fast and I ramble, guys, and I'm sorry. I hope I was, like, able to understand.
You done just fine. We really appreciate you. I will say that Jami is the one who turned me on to Vizly. And at first I had a love-hate relationship. I almost gave up, but I'm so glad that I didn't. My first party that I done with Vizly was an $800 Facebook party. And that has never happened in 5 years for me. Never.
Yes.
So I actually recorded what I done while doing that, and I'm working on editing that video to upload to my YouTube channel and then share with you guys. So that is something that's coming, kind of like a step-by-step for Vizly. And I'm also probably going to do a mock Facebook party. I agree with Jami. I didn't know that you could borrow someone else's template to set up your Vizly. Didn't know that. I was about halfway through like setting up my post every single night the night before. And then on our director call, they were like, hey, didn't you know that you can use somebody's template? And I'm like, no, I sure didn't. But I'm so glad that I continued on with my own words, because people are going to know when you are talking and when it's someone else's words, just in the way that you talk. It's not an app like on your phone. You have to like do it on a desktop, or can you do it on a phone, Jamie? Do you know?
You can do it on the phone. It is, but if you do it on like to set it up, I did all my posts for Visly on my phone, but it's kind of difficult to set it up on like to connect to your Facebook on your mobile device. You can do it, but you literally have to go like through your web browser to facebook.com and then click use desktop site and go in it that way. Okay. So it's so much easier if you do connect it on the laptop or PC. Okay. But you are able to do it. You just have to use view desktop view or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. But it is Visly.com, Vizzlie.com. But yeah, that's all that we had for you guys tonight. Thank you again, Jamie, for coming and talking to us. We really appreciate you.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. That's all I have, guys. Goodbye.